opportunity is approaching the McGee home tonight. Yes, here he is. He checks the house number, 79 Wistful Vista, with a slip of paper in his hand, and... Aha! Opportunity knocks. And here in the living room, all unaware that destiny is pointing a well-manicured finger at them, we find Fibber McGee and Molly.
McGee, there's somebody at the door.
Maybe it's the wolf.
Oh. Why, it couldn't be. He knows us well enough to walk right in. McGee, are you going to answer that door, or am I?
I'll play a game of rummy to see who answers it.
All right, you set up the card table.
Oh, no, you set up the card table.
Flip your coin to see who sets up the card table.
Okay. Dad-rat it, I ain't got a coin.
Oh, dear, I'll go. Yes?
How do you do? Is this the Fibber McGee residence?
Yes, it is.
Is Mr. McGee at home?
Yes, he is.
May I see him, please?
Yes, you may. McGee, put your shoes on. A gentleman to see you.
If he's a gentleman, he wouldn't notice I got him off.
Just step in, sir.
Thank you. Are you Fibber McGee?
Well, that's how I'm known locally, Bud. Though during the Boxer Rebellion in China, I was known as Ping Fooey Hao, the hero of Choi Mu. They gave me that name in the campaign of 1902 when I penetrated the interior of Ging Hoi with a cake of ice on my head.
Cake of ice on your head?
Yeah, I was disguised as a coolie. Well, sir, I said to this...
McGee, why don't you see what the gentleman wants? And I don't think he wants any of that.
Huh? Oh, excuse me, Bud. But whenever I meet anybody from China, it kind of brings back the good old days. How long since you've been there?
Been where?
Why, in China.
I've never been in China.
Didn't you just tell me you were the hero of Choi Mu in the Boxer Rebellion?
That was you, dearie.
Huh? Oh, yes. Well, what can I do for you, Bud?
The first radio show format, when radio ruled looked at, was an ancient format of showbiz, the variety show. A singer, followed by a clown, followed by a poem, followed by a juggler, followed by a dancer. That was showbiz going way back to the ancient Greeks, probably even before then. Early American entertainment included the circus, the minstrel show, vaudeville, Broadway revues, all popular forms of variety shows. And it was talent from those stage shows that created radio. But radio wasn't the same as the stage. Radio was different, manifesting new possibilities for entertainment, an opportunity to entertain with new formats. The situation comedy was one such format, brand new, a child of radio never before seen in the history of man. Although the situation comedy format is only 100 or so years old, there is still a mystery surrounding who was the first and when. Hey there, I'm Mike Gillett, your host. Welcome to When Radio Ruled, episode 143, Birth of the Sitcom. My research indicates 3 radio shows that have claimed to be the first situation comedy, but the early recordings that exist cast some doubt on each claim. That is, according to my definition of situation comedy. If you know other shows that might be first, or have recordings I have failed to discover, or just want to argue a different definition of sitcom, please let me know in a comment on beforetvblog.com. The 3 candidates for the very first sitcom are, as far as I can tell, Sam and Henry, Gene and Glenn, and Smack Out. The first 2 started in Chicago in 1926. Gene and Glenn on station WLS, Sam and Henry on WGN. No recordings of either broadcasts exist, although records were later recorded of Sam and Henry comedy routines for sale to the general public.
Henry, that telephone ought to ring any minute now. The operator said that she'd call me back as soon as she could get Birmingham, and that's been 30 minutes ago.
I'm getting tired hanging around here waiting for you now.
Wait a minute now, Henry, wait a minute. Don't rush off and leave me here. I gotta talk to Liza.
Did the secretary tell you could use this phone?
Yeah, he told me to go ahead and use it, and then I could pay him after I finished talking to her.
Well, you want to have your money ready.
I got a lot of change right here in my hand.
I'm getting madder and madder now. The longer I stay waiting for you to talk to that crazy gal, Liza, the madder I get.
Wait a minute now, Henry. Wait a minute. Don't leave me here. There it is now.
Take your time now. Take your time. Don't get so excited.
Hello? Yes, ma'am. I was calling Birmingham.
What'd she say?
She said she's ready with Birmingham to hold the line. And I was getting all excited here. I got a lot of things I want to tell Liza. Hello? Hello, is this Birmingham? I want to talk to Liza.
Who's that you're talking to?
That's the lady Liza works for, I guess. She's going to get Liza to the telephone. I can't hear very good either.
Be careful now what you say to that gal. The first thing you know, you're going to be asking her to marry you.
But that's what I want to do, Henry.
Uh-oh. Now I know you're crazy.
That's all right, though. That's all right.
The longer it takes Liza to get to that phone, the more money it's going to cost you. You know that, don't you?
Wait a minute now, Henry. Yes, she is. Hello? Hello, is this Liza? I want to talk to Liza. Liza.
Don't holler so much.
Don't holler so much. Wait a minute, Henry. Is this your Liza?
Without surviving recordings of a complete broadcast, it is impossible to know if Sam and Henry or Gene and Glenn were true situation comedies, and therefore the first. Before we go any further, I want to give my working definition of the situation comedy format, because Sam and Henry became Amos and Andy, which in my opinion isn't a situation comedy, but a serial format. They can seem similar, contrasting characters connected to each other by the situation, saying funny stuff to each other as they work to overcome obstacles, both external and interpersonal. But serial and sitcom are not the same things. The serial was a format early radio creators would know because silent film created the genre. Most famously, The Perils of Pauline and multiple Tarzan the Ape Man titles. A serial is a group of shows that all tell one story in chapters. The plotline continues from one episode to the next, with each episode usually ending in a cliffhanger. Will Pauline escape before the German army invades? Will Tarzan arrive in time to rescue Jane? See the next installment sometime soon in this very theater.
I'm going to get there.
You've got me believing you will, lad, or I still wouldn't let you make the attempt. I'll not tell you what to think of your pluck or your spirit, but our prayers will go with you every step of the way.
Oh, I should say.
Right you are.
Indeed they will.
If only I'm not too late. The fire seems to be brighter over on the Pelican's deck.
It hasn't grown much worse in the past 5 minutes. I believe we've a half hour yet.
Captain, here's the line, sir, and a stout pair of spike shoes to keep the lad from slipping on the ice. Good.
Give me the end. I'll fasten it around my waist so my arms will be free.
I'll fix it, lad. Kick your shoes off and get into these brogans of mine. They'll fit well enough over your woolen socks. Billy, stand by the rail. You and I'll help him down. There, Jock.
Okay. I'm ready as soon as I get these shoes fixed.
Jack.
I'll be back with you in a half hour, Betty.
Hold his arm, Billy, till his feet are firm on the ice.
I will.
Jock, my lad, there's only one piece of advice I can give you. Don't feel you have to hurry. Take your time and keep cool. Make every move sure.
Don't worry, Captain. I'll get them. Let go now. I'm off.
Good luck to you.
Go to it, Jack.
So Jack starts his perilous trip over the ice. Will he reach the Pelican safely? Will he reach the doomed ship in time to save Captain Hands and the crew? Listen tomorrow evening for more thrills, more action with Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy.
Each chapter of a serial emerges from the last one and sets up the next one as the story moves from plot point to plot point, one at a time. In contrast, a situation comedy episode is a self-contained story. Each episode a beginning, middle, and end. What happened the week before and what happens next week are irrelevant. The characters in the situation remain the same each week, but each episode tells its own story. The good rule of thumb is, can you listen to a radio season of the show backwards and still enjoy it the same as listening to it in the correct order? With serials, you can't. With sitcoms, you can. Try listening to a season of Superman or Jack Armstrong, the All-American Boy, backwards. Doesn't make sense. Sitcoms can be chosen and enjoyed at random. When Sam and Henry went national, they changed their names to Amos and Andy. Amos and Andy was a serial, not a sitcom, especially during the most popular years when they appeared 5 evenings a week for 15 minutes. Plot lines could take weeks to resolve, happening slowly over many episodes. Gene and Glenn is the other possible first sitcom lost to us. From my research, the show seems to have been set in a boarding house and told the stories of the colorful residents, most of which were voiced by Gene and Glenn. Sounds like it might be a sitcom. If so, it created the genre in 1926. But Gene and Glenn could also have been a serial, like Sam and Henry, Lum and Abner, Ebb and Zeb, and all their less talented imitators on the radio. What format Gene and Glenn used when they were a local Chicago show, I can't say for sure. But for all 3 of their national network runs, 1930 to 1932, 1934, and 1938 to 1941, Gene and Glenn broadcast 6 or 7 nights a week for 15 minutes, the most common schedule for serials. As a matter of fact, the 1930s saw lots and lots of shows that were serials, not just comedy serials, but soap operas, adventure tales, and all the kids' after-school shows. Sitcoms were as impossible to find as a unicorn in those days. Needles in the radio haystack. The third claimant for the first sitcom, Smack Out, which ran from 1931 to 1935, also used a 15-minute each-day format like the serials did. I found one recording of Smack Out from 1931, and there are elements of situation comedy, but it doesn't tell a story from start to finish and ends in a very long, tall tale that could have just as well have been a standalone piece. I don't think it deserves the crown as the very first sitcom, but it might be a prehistoric ancestor. Smack Out stars Jim and Marion Jordan, who play all of the residents of their fictional town. Smack Out revolves around the local hardware store. People come in looking for things, and the old geezer store owner is inevitably smack out of whatever they want, which sounds like a situation comedy. But the example I heard didn't have a plot, no conflict, nothing was at stake, and nobody was working together or against each other. The comedy bits were used to set up songs for Jim Jordan to sing, and to create a context for the comic tall tale about his fictional past adventures. The show was about Jim Jordan, singer and storyteller. The comedy and the other characters really weren't the point.
Oh, now, Dad's right. It ain't no plot at all to this here story. Why, shucks. You folks would have a buddy think I was just making this up.
Oh, no, we don't, Uncle O'Connor.
Well, all right then. All right.
For fame and fortune, who cares for wealth or gold? Because I find a fortune within my arms I hold. A tiny turned up nose, so sweet just like a rose, so sweet from head to toe, that little boy of mine. The arms that hold me tight, the eyes that shine so bright, the lips that kiss goodnight, that little boy of mine. No one will ever know just what his coming has meant, because I love him so. He's something heaven has sent. He's all the world to me. He climbs up on my knee. To me he'll always be that little boy of mine.
Say, I don't care if some
always forgive the little tad, that little boy of mine. What do I care if the neighbors complain just because he broke a window pane? I can forgive him again and again, 'cause he's that little boy of mine. And when those great big eyes of blue turn up and blink and wink at you, it's just like heaven shining through. Why, there's nothing on earth I wouldn't do for that little boy of mine. He's all the world to me. He climbs up on my knee. To me, he'll always be that little boy of mine.
There may have been a true sitcom on radio between 1931 and 1933, but I can't find it, or even find any reference to such a show in my research. So I can only believe my ears, which tell me that the earliest recording I know of that fits my definition of sitcom is from the Five Star Theater 1933. Five Star Theater broadcast 3 nights a week with different talent. One night featured Viennese composer pianist Joseph Broname. Another night brought the A-Born Opera Company. In addition to these traditional radio presentations, on Monday night, the Five Star Theater broadcast the very oldest sitcom my ears have witnessed. Groucho and Chico Marx in Flywheel, Shyster, and Flywheel.
Law officers of Flywheel, Shyster, and Flywheel. No, Mr. Flywheel isn't in. He's been on an ocean cruise, but his boat is returning today. No, his assistant, Mr. Ravelli, isn't in either. He's with Mr. Flywheel. Yes, I'll tell him you'll call. Goodbye.
Where's that first mate? Oh, there you are, Mr. Johnson. Did you call me, Captain? Yes. Have you found those 2 stowaways? Not yet, sir. Well, we're landing in 10 minutes, and they've got to be found before they have a chance to get ashore. Search the ship again. Aye, sir.
Hey, Flywheel, wake up. We've got to get out of this lifeboat. They're still looking for us. Boss, the boss. Oh, come on, get up.
That's fine. Here I'm dreaming that I'm having a nice $2 dinner and you have to wake me up.
But Flywheel, the boat's landing.
Never mind. Go wait till I finish my dream. Oh, now where did I leave off?
But we're at the dock, the pier.
Dock pier? What do you mean, dock pier? I'd rather have light pier. Let me go back to sleep. My dinner's getting cold.
Hey, maybe you can dream me a ham sandwich. I haven't eaten in 3 days.
3 days? Why, you've only been on the boat 2 days.
Well, I didn't eat yesterday, I didn't eat today, and I'm not going to eat tomorrow. That makes it 3 days.
Quick, step down in the lifeboat. There's somebody coming.
Good. What are you doing with those bags up here on this deck? You beg pardon, sir. They belong to Sir Roderick Mortimer. Oh, that African explorer. Where's he been the whole voyage? I haven't seen him once. Oh, he keeps to his cabin, sir. He's very shy. Wants to be the last one off the boat to avoid the reporters on the dock. Asked me to put his luggage up here and away till he's ready to get off, sir. All right. Pile it up about that lifeboat there, out of the way. Yes, sir. Beg pardon, sir. They laid hands on those 2 stowaways yet, sir? No, but we'll get them when they try to get ashore. When we do, I'll see that they get theirs as safe.
Hey, Flywheel, they said we'll get desserts. I think I'll take a prune.
I wouldn't, Ravelli. Prunes aren't what they used to be.
No?
No, they used to be plums. But that's neither here nor there. We've got to figure out how to get ashore.
I know how to get ashore, boss.
You do?
Sure. Look, I say to myself, how we get onto this boat? And the answer come back, we walk on. Then I say to myself, how we get off of this boat? And the answer come like a flash, we walk off.
Nice work, Ravelli. Now ask yourself, how are we going to get by all the ship's officers that'll be guarding the gangplank looking for us?
Oh, no, I only ask myself easy questions. Hey, there's nobody around. Let's get out of this lifeboat.
Okay.
Hey there! Look, there's an officer. He's seen us.
I'll talk to him. You pick up 6 or 8 of Sir Roderick's bags laying over there and try to look like a passenger. Oh, Captain?
I'm not the captain. I'm the boatswain's mate.
You're his mate? Well, I hope you're very happy together. Give my regards to the boatswain. Come, Ravelli, bring that luggage.
You know, you fellas look just like a couple of stowaways we're looking for. Well, we just heard the opposite. We heard of the stowaways who look just like us. One is a little fellow with an Italian accent.
Well, it can't be me. No one ever said Flywheel was a little fellow with an Italian accent.
And the other is a tall guy with a black mustache who talks a lot. Well, I'm not talking so much.
Say, Postman, how do we know you're not the stowaway? You've got a black mustache and you talk too much.
Have you seen any suspicious-looking characters around here?
Nobody but you. Why don't you throw yourself an iron? Come, Ravelli, bring that luggage. Unless I'm very much mistaken, and I usually am, the gangplank is down this way.
Things don't look right around here. I'm going to see the captain.
Groucho and Chico recycled material from their stage and screen work, but originality aside, Flywheel, Shyster, and Flywheel checks all the boxes of a true situation comedy. One of the very first, if not the first. Recurring characters in a new self-contained story each week set in the same world as the other episodes. And funny. Comedy should be funny. Sadly, Flywheel, Shyster, and Flywheel was only broadcast for 1 year, premiering in 1932 and canceled in 1933. The other example I could find of a true sitcom before 1935 is from 1934, White Owl Cigars sponsoring Burns and Allen.
Well, Gracie, here we are at the dock. Here, you pay the cabbie and I'll take care of the luggage. Porter! Will you get those bags and follow me? The cab fare will be 3 and 6pence, please, miss.
Here's a 20-pound note.
A 20-pound note, miss? Haven't you got any small change?
Oh, yeah, here's some small change, too.
Oh, thank you, miss.
Thank you.
Gracie, come on.
Oh, wait a minute, George. I just want to take one more look at my native land.
Your native land? You were born and raised in America.
Oh, yeah, isn't America wonderful? They raise me, and they raise corn, and they raise wheat, and oh, hooray for America! There's something about a soldier.
Come on, follow the porter. Walk this way, miss. Gracie, why are you limping?
Well, I've got to limp. The porter said walk this way, and this is the way the porter walks. Hippity-hop, hippity-hop.
George Burns and Gracie Evans. I'm the London Times. I'd like a statement. What do you think of the British Empire?
Empire? Well, we don't know, mister. We haven't seen any of your baseball games, but maybe George...
Gracie, the man means empire, not umpire.
Well, that isn't my fault if he has an impediment in his speech.
Oh, you see, Miss Evans, we don't play baseball here in England. Our big game is cricket.
Well, I'm certainly glad we didn't go big game hunting.
Big game hunting?
Well, imagine shooting a little cricket with a great big gun.
Listen, the kind of cricket...
Yeah, I know. You don't even need a great big gun to shoot a cricket. You just lie in the thicket and you see a cricket and you're cricket.
Goodbye and good luck.
Oh, tip-tip, chitty-o, toodaloo, 23 skidoo, and you said something when you said Dixie. Hey, hey.
Gracie, it's a matter of days before you'll finish up in a nut factory.
Oh, George, how much are they paying an hour now?
20 cents.
Oh.
As you can hear, this show is all we think of when we think of sitcom. White Owl began sponsoring George and Gracie in 1933, so if this show started out as a sitcom, Burns and Allen might actually have been the first. But maybe it didn't start as a sitcom. The 1934 show you just heard a bit of is the earliest I could find. Radio shows changed formats all the time. Without recordings, no way to know for sure what Burns and Allen were doing in 1932 and 1933. As a matter of fact, by 1935, when Campbell's Soup became the sponsor, the Burns and Allen show had already abandoned the sitcom format to become a variety show, made up of comic routines from George and Gracie, alternating with Tony Martin singing and instrumentals by the band. So, as 1934 drew to a close, the radio genre of sitcom appeared to have been a failed experiment.
Not with baseballs anyhow. Girls play with dolls and jacks and things like that.
Well, the boys said I could be first baseman on their baseball team if I'd furnish the ball, so Ma gave me the money to buy one.
Baseball, eh? You reckon you could hold it once they tossed it to you?
Oh, I'm a good ball player, Uncle Lou.
You are, eh? Mm-hmm. Well, it's your springtime, all right, when they get out the bats and balls. George, if I ain't mistaken, the springtime sort of snuck up on me. I'll see if I can find any baseballs. Baseballs. Here's moss balls. Codfish balls. Don't seem to have no baseballs, though. Let's see. Tapioca. You reckon that'd do, Tinny?
No, it's got to be a baseball.
Let's see. There's ice cream freezer. I'd let that go at a bargain, Tinny.
No, I want a baseball, Uncle Lou.
Mm-hmm. Again. Cowbell. And that just got you do. I reckon I'm smack out of baseball, Steenie.
Oh, I just knew you'd be.
Then, in 1935, the sitcom format on radio was saved by two shows that served as shining examples of the great things talented writers and actors can do with this new format of situation comedy. Two shows that will inspire all of the many sitcoms to come in the 1940s. Through the 1930s, the sitcom remains the unicorn of radio formats. But by the mid-1940s, vast herds of situation comedies will roam the radio dial, beginning with Blondie and the Aldrich Family in 1939. But until then, from 1935 to 1939, only two sitcoms kept the format alive.
But both these shows were incredibly popular and among the very best entertainment old-time radio has to offer, of any genre.
These two shows were The Jack Benny Show and Fibber, McGee, and Molly.
Well, perhaps I'd better introduce myself. I am Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve.
Oh, I'm glad to know you, Throcky. Well, what's it all about?
Simply this, McGee.
Yes?
I have what is probably the most complete and valuable collection of autographs in the world.
Uh-huh.
But I lack one signature to make it just 100% up to date.
Yes?
The man who gets me that signature, I'll pay $500.
Oh, my. For $500, we'll get Ferdinand the Bull to write his name on the head of a pin.
Yeah, that's very good, Ferdinand. But a bull can't write.
Make it $550 and we'll teach him. How'd you happen to come to me, Bub?
Well, I was making inquiries.
Yes?
I was looking for a man with nerve and ingenuity.
I see.
A man who's not easily discouraged. A man with persistence and stick-to-itiveness.
Well, that's me, Rocky. I got more stick-to-itiveness than chewing gum on a dance floor. Why, even as a kid, I was noted for my persistency, Bud. No matter how ugly things looked, I was always in there plugging.
Yes?
Plug Ugly McGee, I was known as in them days. Plug Ugly McGee, the ping-pong pop of persistency with a passionate pride for prying, probing, peeking, and poking into perfection problems, poo-pooing personal perils when periodically penetrating the private practices of public personalities planning on plucking the public purse, and perennially popular as the personification of perseverance from the pound and pulse of the proud Pacific to the... Well, was I terrific?
Simple small-town folks, just like the McGees, Jim and Marion Jordan were part-time vaudevillians and struggling young parents in a tiny Midwestern village outside of Peoria, Illinois. Jim thought himself a decent singer, and Molly was also musically inclined, having studied to be a music teacher at one time. They'd tried vaudeville and failed, so Jim took a job as a postal worker until drafted during World War I. Most of the time, they were broke or close to it. In 1924, on a bet, Jim and Marion walked into their local radio station, WIBO, and demanded an audition. They left with a contract for $10 a week, singing as the O. Henry Twins. $10 a week wasn't good money, but it made it possible for Jim and Marion to go back to small-time vaudeville and eke out a living in showbiz. And it paid off. In 1927, they were broadcasting in Chicago on WENR 3 times a week as the Air Scouts, doing songs and comedy bits. It was on the Air Scouts where Marion developed the voice that became the obnoxious little girl later named Teenie. In 1931, Jim and Marion partnered with cartoonist and would-be radio writer Don Quinn, and together they created Smack Out, showcasing the music and comedy musings of the Jordans. In 1935, Johnson Wax sponsored a national show, Fibber, McGee, and Molly, for the Jordans and Quinn. Fibber and Molly were based on characters created for Smack Out, Fibber remaining a teller of tall tales but without the singing, and Molly was his long-suffering but optimistic wife. There were still elements of Smack Out, with scenes that were just for comedy and didn't advance the plot, but at least there was a plot each week, a premise presented at the beginning, complications that raised the stakes in the middle, and a resolution of the premise at the end. Each episode featuring a new adventure for their salt-of-the-earth, long-suffering, and long-married couple.
So you really think you're the man to handle this for me, do you, McGee?
You betcha, Bud. I'm a go-getter.
A go-getter, eh? How about that, Mrs. McGee? Is he a go-getter?
Oh, he certainly is a go-getter.
You bet I'm a go-getter. All you gotta do is tell me whose autograph you want, Bud.
Well, it's public enemy number 1, Killer Canova the Gangster. My goodness, he's fainted. Is there a doctor in the neighborhood?
No, but there's a trained nurse next door. Shall I go get her?
Yes, go get her.
Their first season followed Fibber in his quest for employment. Each week, Fibber would get a new job. Molly would go to work with him for encouragement, and Fibber would comically screw things up and get fired or quit. But they quickly realized that the heart of the show was the relationship between Fibber and Molly, so the stories were moved to more domestic and social settings. The shows in the first couple of seasons feel a bit clunky as they work out the kinks of their new format, and ratings were awful. But by season 6, the story structure had become a well-oiled machine, the comedy fresher and sharper, and it turns out that the low opening ratings would give Fibber, McGee, and Molly the record for lowest rated show to later become number 1 in the ratings.
McGee, look at this milk bill. What on earth have you been doing? Sprinkling the lawn with it?
That is a little high, ain't it? What say we get a cow?
Why, who'd milk it?
Oh, you gotta milk them?
No, you just leave some empty bottles around the barn and then go out in the morning and rob the cow's nest. Do you have to milk them? And how about this electric light bill?
Oh, is that high, too?
Is it high? Well, look at it. Looks like the annual report of the TVA.
Well, I was up late a couple of nights reading. You don't want me to be ignorant on current events, do you?
No, but what events have been worth this much current? Now, look here, dearie. Answer the door.
Okay.
Insurance, man. 45 cents, please.
45 cents for insurance? McGee, what is this? Plate glass insurance on your Diamond Lodge pin?
Now, listen, Molly, I took this out while you was gone. It's great stuff. You see, for only 45 cents a week, you get a complete coverage on being struck by lightning, being lost at sea, and tell her the other features, Bud.
Oh, yes, do.
Well, madam, this policy also covers you against capture by Chinese bandits, accidental injury from harpoons, submarine collisions, runaway camels, falling pyramids, stratosphere sickness, and double indemnity for being bitten by a Mediterranean fruit fly.
Imagine that, Molly, all for 45 cents. I wanted a clause in there to cover us against being knocked out by the Sunday paper, but that would have been another 10 cents a week.
Oh, that's wonderful. Does it protect us against getting our fingers pinched in the encyclopedia?
No, madam, that would require a physical examination.
Shall I give him the 45 cents, Molly?
Sure, give it to him. Then run out and round up a couple of Mediterranean fruit flies. Hungry ones, mind you.
Fibber, McGee, and Molly would continue successfully on the air until 1953, spinning off another legendary sitcom, The Great Gildersleeve, in 1941.
J-E-L-L-O. The Jello program starring Jack Benny with Mary Livingston and Phil Harris and his orchestra. The orchestra opens the program with I'm Bubbling Over from the motion picture Wake Up and Live.
The second great sitcom, born in 1935, was The Jack Benny Show. Like Jim and Mary and Jordan, Jack Benny had been active on the radio for years. But until 1935, these shows were standard variety shows, sponsored by Canada Dry and then Chevrolet.
Hello again. This is Jack Benny, the Earth Galloper, coming to you with all the late news events through the courtesy of the Friday Evening Poll. All the news that's print to fit, or flit to print, or fit to flit. The news that gets in your hair comes to you by hair mail, Telegraph, Gable, Beery, and Crawford. This is the April of Time talking.
You mean the March of Time?
This is April, Mary.
Okay.
All right, Frank, let's go. London, England, April 19th. George Bernard Shaw lands here today, and 2 stowaways leap from his beard. When asked what they were doing in Shaw's Beard, they said, believe it or not, we're working on reforestation. You know, folks, taking out the old roots. Oh, well. Poughkeepsie, New York. Smith brothers say they will sue Bernard Shaw for copyright infringement and make him cough up. Mr. Benny, huh? Weekly report from Bombay, India. Mahatma Gandhi missing 4 days and found disguised as a chocolate Easter egg. April 19th. Baseball season starts here with a bang. Pitcher throws first ball into government building, putting 3 officials out. 2 hits, 5 runs, and President seen looking at timetable. Nome, Alaska, April 20th. Cuban president arrives here safely. Local baseball news, Benton Harbor, Michigan. Barbers College, trim house of David team. Score 6-5 or 7-5 with hair time. Shanghai, China. Lace ball season opens here at Clue. First game held at Yangtze Stadium. Yankees beat 1 White Sox. Babe Ruth Socky home run. Glasgow, Scotland. Jigsaw craze rapidly catching on here. Local stores selling one-piece jigsaw puzzles. Hollywood, California. Greta Garbo arrived here today. When informed of new salary cuts, she laid off 3 chiropodists. Cannes, France. A little late with that laugh, fellas, huh?
In 1934, Jell-O became Jack Benny's sponsor, and his variety show was transformed. New time slot, Sunday at 7. New writer, Harry Kahn, who wrote almost all the comedy until 1936 and worked with Jack to take his variety show in a new and inspired direction. This Jack Benny show stopped being a variety comedy show. It was now a show about a group of friends and frenemies trying to work together to present a variety comedy show. This show would follow the characters out of the studio where the gang would share their private lives.
And now we bring to you the cheerleader of this program, Jack Benny. Oh, Mary, where's Jack?
He's downstairs getting a shave. I guess he'll be up soon.
Say, Barber, what's the name of that song?
I think you call him Osolamir.
What does that mean in English?
Osolamir.
I see. That's a nice haircut, Pasquale. Now, give me a quick shave. I've got to get upstairs and broadcast. Just once over.
You want just a shave or a first-class shave?
I only want to bleed in 1 or 2 places.
Well, I do a good job. Say, you know George Bernard Shaw?
Yes.
I always shave him.
Well, he certainly doesn't look it. Hurry up, will you?
It's a nice day. You think it's going to rain, not me.
Yeah, make it snappy, will you, please? Hey, Barber, you got soap in my eye.
No charge for that. Say, you like a pizza ball?
Pizza ball? I never heard of that.
You grab the ball, 22 men jump on your neck, you lose.
Oh, you mean football? Yes, I like it. I think Alabama has a great team this year.
Pretty good, but I like Ohio State and Carnegie Touch.
Hey, wait a minute. You mean Carnegie Tech?
T-E-C-H, Touch.
Hey, Pasquale, you like it, the Princetown and a Coronel?
Hey, let me do the dialect, please. I understand how.
Yeah, please hurry up. I've got to get upstairs there.
All right, I'll shave you now. Give me your face.
Ooh.
How do you like the razor?
Very good. A piece of my lip is on it.
That's all right. You got a plenty of lip left.
Good thing you're not shaving Chevalier.
He's next. Say, how do you like it the way Joe Louse beat Max Baer?
Hurry up, will you, Pasquale? I have work to do.
Shoes. Hey, you want a hot towel?
Well, does a hot towel do you any good?
No, but it make you hot.
Well, I don't want it.
You try it for no like or no pay.
Hey, what's that?
That's the towel getting a hot.
Oh.
You want a face massage? I make you look just like a Shirley Temp.
I don't want to look like Shirley Temp. I want to look like Jack Ben. I don't want a hot towel.
Say, Jack, you better hurry. You want it upstairs.
I'll be right up, Mary. I'm getting a permanent shave.
What's your hair doing on the floor, Jack?
I just got a haircut. How do you like it, Mary?
Gee, I thought you were wearing a beret.
Listen, this is a late-style round haircut.
It's nice, Jack. Looks like a Leavenworth special.
Yeah?
Hey, lekker cosa, please. Hey, boss, you want a vibration?
You mean a vibrator?
Sure, it's only take 1 minute, sir. Make you feel good.
All right, but make it snappy, will you? Oh, hey, wait a minute, will you?
Oh, Jack.
What?
Boy, your teeth are on the floor.
Well, for heaven's sake.
Well, boss, so that's the finish, eh? You want to talk about powder?
No.
Oh, you don't want to smell good, eh?
I smell all right.
Come on, Jack, you've got to go to work.
Hey, boss, what kind of work do you do?
I'm on the radio, and I broadcast all over America.
Well, you can thank all Italian people.
Why?
Because Marconi discovered the radio, and Columbus discovered America.
Hey, wait a minute. Listen, wait.
He's right, Jack. Let's get out of here.
Hey, what program you got?
Jell-O.
Oh, I like the jelly with the 60 delicious flavors. I like the guy what says raspberry, strawberry, cherryberry, orange, lemon, and limeberry.
Well, how much do I owe you, Pasquale?
Hey, let me see. 1 haircut, shampoo, hair tonic, shave, hot towel, and vibration. 20 cents.
20 cents? What?
Oh, pay him, Jack. That's what you get for coming to these gyp joints.
Mamma mia, che stupido padrone, non sente cerravella.
The formula was set early and was focused on an ensemble centered around Jack. They knew which character types they needed: the gal pal sidekick, the good-natured announcer, the cocky band leader, and the simple-minded singer. Creating these types was easier than finding the perfect cast to inhabit the roles. That would take years. The show started out with the perfect announcer, Don Wilson, a champ at plugging the sponsor, and a talented straight man when required.
Say, Don.
Yes, Jack?
Have you seen Mary and Kenny? We haven't got much time.
Well, I saw Mary standing in front of the hotel a little while ago.
That's fine. Why don't she get over here?
She's waiting for a cab to match her new Easter hat.
Oh. Hopes the depot matches her dress. See if you can find her, will you? And Kenny, too.
Okay.
Gal pal Mary Livingston was also Mrs. Jack Benny, working with Jack in vaudeville and his previous radio efforts. Her character had evolved over the years from a stereotypical ditzy Dora straight man to become the streetwise and cynical Mary Livingston, who often deflated Jack with a well-delivered comic barb. She was a great foil to Jack's self-absorbed and somewhat delusional approach to the world.
Hello, Jack.
Oh, hello, Mary. You all set?
Yeah. Where's the train for San Hollywood?
Right over there. Gee, but you're all bundled up. I bet you're glad you're leaving all this ice and snow, huh?
You said it. I'm so cold, I'm all geese pimples.
That's goose.
Well, I got more than one.
Oh.
George Ullson carried over as band leader. Ullson had been with Jack Benny since the first radio show, but in the new format, Ullson was less than adequate. So Ullson was let go, and Ted Weems was brought in to play the music and play the cocky band leader. Weems didn't click. So Frank Black came on board, wasn't that good, so Jack replaced him with Don Bester. It wasn't long until Don Bester was shown the door as well. But all this casting turmoil was worth it, because the perfect man for the role was out there. And in 1936, the Jack Benny Show landed the cocky band leader of their dreams. In 1936, Phil Harris brought his band to the Jack Benny Show.
Oh, everybody rise. Here comes His Majesty, the King of the Cinema. Hello, Phil.
I say there, old fellow, am I again the nucleus of your disparaging remarks?
Isn't that awful? Now, look here, Twitch. Now, get off your high horse. You're not the only guy that ever made a picture.
Guy, my word, your English is ghastly.
Oh, it is, all of this. Now, listen, Phil, don't be so highbrow. I remember you when you led your orchestra with a rolled-up racing form. Now, while I think of it, I wish you wouldn't go around telling people that you're the star of my picture. You're nothing but a stooge, and you know it.
Stooge? How can I be a stooge when I did a big love scene yesterday with Dorothy Lamour?
Sure you did, but the minute you left the room, who do you think rushed in and kissed her? I did.
That's like having stewed prunes after crepe Suzette.
I'm talking to Phil. I've been in pictures quite a while, Phil, and I don't like to say this, but you have absolutely no screen personality.
No personality? What are you talking about? I'm grinning all the time.
That's just it. All you can see is teeth. Your mouth looks like an Elks convention. Fine star.
Sure I'm a star.
Now, Phil Harris, I'm the star of this picture, so let's forget it.
You are not.
I am, too.
You are not.
I am, too.
Boys, ladies and gentlemen, please understand that these two hams are not arguing about Jell-O.
Musically, the previous bands hadn't fit with the Jack Benny, Harry Conn vision of music within the context of the Jack Benny Show. They saw music as a necessary evil. They wanted to use it to break up the all-important comedy scenes with a change of pace that wouldn't slow the show down. They wanted no frills and brevity in the musical numbers. Phil Harris totally understood, delivering peppy numbers focused on melody and tempo less than 2 minutes long. And as a cocky band leader, Phil was a natural. Already a master of the gift of gab, Phil created a cheerful, hard-drinking womanizer, good-time buddy of a character. Hiya, Jackson! Phil's greeting to Jack each show quickly found its way into common American slang, just as Phil Harris found his way into the hearts of the radio audience.
Where were we, Don, before this big problem came up?
Well, you were complaining about Phil getting the girl at the finish of your picture.
Oh, yes. Well, that's what's holding up the story, and now I'm trying to get it changed.
Trying to get what changed?
Oh, hello, Mary. Say, Mary, you were over at Paramount when we rehearsed the ending of our picture. Do you think it's right for Phil to marry the girl when I'm the star?
Of course not.
You see?
Phil ought to be the star.
I don't mean that. Imagine Phil winning the girl. Why, he's not the marrying kind.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Why, Mary, you know very well that Phil is the type of fella that plays with a woman's emotions, toys with her affections, breaks her heart, and then when he's through, discards her like an old shoe. You know the way that kind of a guy treats women.
Yes, and we love it.
I know you do. That's the trouble with women. They don't appreciate a good man.
I'm the rat type myself.
Oh, sure, a fine rodent. Anyway, getting back to my picture, the more I think about that ending, Don, the more I... Come in?
The male singer was first Frank Parker and then Larry Stevens. They were adequate singers and decent comedy players, but not perfect. In 1935, Kenny Baker joined the show and created the twisted, logic, scatterbrained, innocent man-child character that Dennis Day continued when he replaced Kenny Baker in the show.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Kenny, where have you been? The train leaves in 2 minutes.
Well, I was taking a bath.
You picked a fine time. What's that towel sticking out of your shirt?
I'm not dry yet.
Ah, you're not dry yet. What do you got in that bucket?
I'm taking some snow to California. My mother never saw any.
No, isn't that silly, Mary? It'll be water by the time we get there.
My mother will believe me.
I think I'd been listening to old-time radio for 10 years before I could finally tell Kenny Baker from Dennis Day, because they both sang a perfect tenor and played the same character perfectly. The character contrasted with Phil, Mary, Don, and Jack, bringing his own kind of funny, a male take on the ditzy blonde stereotype. Jack Benny and Harry Conn now had the cast they dreamed of. But they should have dreamed bigger, because the rich get richer and another unplanned but important cast member, one they didn't even know they needed, fell into their lap. The Jack Benny Show often presented Jack and the gang down at the train station heading out of town. One such show was Easter Sunday, 1937. The script called for a one-time bit role for a train porter. Porters were all black men in those days. Rather than have a white actor do black dialect, Jack and Harry crossed the color line to hire a black comic, Eddie Anderson.
Hey, Porter.
Yes, sir?
What time do we get to Albuquerque?
Who?
Albuquerque.
I don't know. Do we stop there?
Well, certainly we stop there.
My. I better go up and tell the engineer
about that.
Yeah, do that.
What's the name of that town again?
Albuquerque.
Albuquerque. What they gonna think of next?
Listeners went nuts for Eddie Anderson. They wanted more. So Jack and Harry created the role of Jack's live-in valet, Rochester, and the Jack Benny Gang welcomed one more as an equal.
Rochester, step on her. We'll be late for the broadcast.
Okay, boss.
Don't turn here. We got to pick up Miss Livingston.
Pick up Miss Livingston?
Yes, then we got to pick up Mr. Harris and Mr. Wilson. This is our first program, and it's up to me to gather my little group together.
What are you, a mother hen?
Never mind what I am. Be careful of those bumps. It's a wonder you wouldn't put a little air in the tires.
There's plenty of air. There just ain't enough tires.
Now, don't be so funny. I've got a brand new one on the front.
Sure sticks out, don't it?
Rochester, just drive. Take it easy. Here we are at Miss Livingston's house now.
There she is, waiting for us.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't she look cute? Hello, Mary.
Hello, Jack. Hello, Rochester.
Hello, Miss Livingston.
Gee, Mary, I called you only 10 minutes ago. I'm surprised to see you all dressed up and waiting for us.
I owe it all to zippers.
Well, they are very handy. Well, hop in the car. We got to get to the studio.
Okay. Hold those springs down. I don't want to tear my new dress.
All right, get in. There you are.
Ouch, they got me.
Isn't that awful? Rochester, how many times have I told you to fix these seat cushions?
Either 9 or 10.
Oh. Well, I wish I knew what number was bingo with you. Now, get going. We still got to pick up Phil and Don.
Okay, boss.
See, the motor is a little cold, isn't it?
Gee, Jack, I thought you told me you bought a new car this year.
I said nothing of the kind, Mary. I said I was looking at new cars.
That'll never start a boom.
Rochester, this is a two-way conversation, so keep out of it.
Oh, Jack, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Still driving a 1920 Maxwell.
Now, wait a minute. It's a late 1920. Anyway, in a couple of weeks, I may trade it in.
What are you going to get, a spinning wheel?
Don't be ridiculous.
Ha.
Now, turn here at this corner, Rochester. We got to pick up Mr. Harris.
I think we better stop and get some gas.
Yeah, so we can make it. We only got 5 more blocks to go.
I know, but we've been riding on borrowed time all week.
What are you talking about? Look at that gauge. The needle says full.
You glued it there.
I did not. Now, hurry up. We got to get Mr. Harris.
Where are we going to meet, Phil?
Well, he told me to pick him up at Flo's Beauty Parlor. He's probably getting the bags under his eyes pressed.
Oh, Jack, you're always running him down.
I am, eh?
Yes, you're just jealous because Phil's handsome and you're you.
Look, Mary, if you think I'm homely, why don't you come right out and say so?
It was perfectly clear to me.
Rochester, when I want anything decoded, I'll ask you. Until then, hush your mouth. Now pull over. There's the beauty parlor. Rochester, run in and get Mr. Harris. We haven't much time.
Never mind. Here he comes now.
Oh, yes. Hello, Phil.
Hiya, Jackson. Hello, Mary.
Hello, Phil.
Well, how do I look?
Oh, just like Ann Sheridan. Now get in the car. How do I look? Move over, Mary.
Boy, what an afternoon I had sitting under that hot dryer.
Oh, I can imagine, Phil.
Who does your hair, Phil? Sue or Evelyn?
Oh, I always use Goldie. She can curl rings around the other girls.
You know, Phil, if you'd wave your baton more and your hair less, I'd be a lot happier. Have you any good orchestra numbers prepared for our first show?
Kind of I know. I haven't seen my boys in a month.
Why, Phil Harris, you mean to say you haven't even rehearsed for our opening program? We'll be on the air in 5 minutes.
All right, so my band will sound spontaneous.
Spontaneous?
Yes, Mary, that's French for lousy. You imagine that? A guy has all summer to get a couple of numbers ready and doesn't do a thing about it.
Ah, stop worrying. My orchestra will sound as good as it did last year.
Yeah, Phil, for your information, there's an old Chinese proverb that says, orchestra better get better, or orchestra better get. Catch on, kid? I'd remember that, Phil. Who you tooting at, Rochester?
There's Kenny Baker.
Kenny Baker, where?
There he is, sitting on his front porch.
Oh, yes. Hello, Kenny. Oh, Kenny.
He can't answer. He's on another program.
Oh, that's right. Say, Rochester, you better step on her. We still have to pick up Don Wilson.
Mr. Wilson, my.
Now, what are you my-mying about? This car seats 5, doesn't it?
Yeah, but Mr. Wilson seats 2.
Now, there's plenty of room, Rochester. He can sit in front with you.
You know, boss, there's an old Chinese proverb that says, when fat men sit down in small cars sit down also.
All right, Confucius, just drive.
Hey, Jack, isn't that Don Wilson's house there on the corner?
Yeah, there it is.
Look, there's his mother in front selling Jell-O.
Oh, loyal, isn't she? Slow down, Rochester. Oh, Mrs. Wilson! Mrs. Wilson!
What flavor, please?
Strawberry, and where's Donald?
Oh, hello, Mr. Benny. Don's gone ahead to the studio.
Oh, he has. Well, thank you, Mrs. Wilson. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Jell-O, get your Jell-O here. Look for the big red letters on the box.
Isn't she a sweet little lady, huh?
Hey, Jack, look what time it is.
Oh, my goodness. Step on it, Rochester. We'll be late for the first broadcast.
I told you we better get some gas. This miracle can't last.
Well, it's downhill from now on, so hurry.
Okay, boss.
Not too fast. There's no top on this car.
There was when we started.
Oh, did we lose that again? Faster, Rochester, faster.
Darn it, my hair's blowing all over the place.
Well, stop complaining. So is mine.
Yeah, but yours blows right off.
Is that so? Come on, step on it, Rochester. We'll be late. Hurry up.
Between Fibber and Molly and Jack and Harry, the situation comedy became a popular public pleasure. As a matter of fact, when Jack moved to TV, he took his cast and the sitcom format with him. The situation comedy format has become a fundamental part of the way we entertain and distract and amuse ourselves. Laughter is the best medicine, and Dr. Situation Comedy brings that laughter to us every day. Thanks for listening to When Radio Ruled, number 143, Birth of the Sitcom. I'm Mike Gillett, your host. When Radio Ruled is a before TV production. Copyright 2025.
Don't you tell a story now?
Oh, yes. Well, Teeny, this is a story about baseball in the days when it was a man's game. Not something for little girls like you to play.
Oh, did you have fights?
Fights? Sure, we had fights every inning. Well, the game I'm talking about was the deciding game for the county pennant. I was pitching.
Were you a good pitcher, Uncle?
Oh, sure. When I threw that ball, they never did see it. In fact, nobody saw it up till the 9th inning. The score was 18-20 in our favor.
So you won, huh?
I'm coming to that. Well, sir, the visitors came up to bat in the 9th inning, and the first man up popped a little fly to Ed Tansucker. He was playing short, awful short.
I'm a good shortstop, too, Uncle.
Now, you keep still, or I won't finish my story, Teeny.
All right, I'll be quiet.
And as I said, the first man up, he knocked a little pop fly to Ed Tansucker. But what did Ed do but drop the ball? Yes, sir. Muffed it. Look at the whistle. Well, by the time he touched up and picked batter, the batter had got all the way to second base. Now, sir, the next man up got 3 balls and 2 strikes, and then what happened but the umpire gave a bad decision and walked him. Yes, sir. I could have done plenty about that, but I didn't say a word. I just kept my tongue still. Well, that gave the man on first, third.
And nobody was out, huh?
Nobody was out. Well, I'd pitched a long game, and I don't know just what happened, but just as I was about to pitch to the next feller, why, Pete Pennywhacker yelled something to me. Well, I figured that the man on first was stealing, and I sort of jerked back. But I'd already started to pitch, so rather than be called for a balk, I let her go. And, of course, the batter hit it. Well, sir, he knocked a home run. Clear over the Swords' cornfield, he knocked it.
Oh, and so you lost the game, did you?
Now, I didn't say anything about losing. As I said, this was in the days when baseball was a he-man's game.
Well, and what did you do, Uncle Lou?
Well, sir, I had to act fast. All I did was to yank my pistol out of my belt, We all carried pistols in them days. And I shot the runner on third base.
Oh, you shot him.
Yeah. Now, the rule says the runner on base can't pass another runner ahead of him, so the man I shot dropped in his tracks, and, of course, the other two couldn't pass him, so that ended the game, and we won 18-20.
Gee, that certainly must have been an exciting game, Uncle.
Well, that ain't nothing compared to the time when we was playing. But what's that, Marion?
I say it's almost supper time, Uncle Luke.
Oh, so it is. Well...